Hello, this is Susie. I am going to be showing you guys how to make that flower I was showing you a little while ago. The color that I'm going to be using right now is a Stampin' Up! Ink pad called Real Red. So I punched out all of those petals 6 times, and you'll need a paper towel, and you're also going to need a thing of water. Just put it on the tip, so you'll just want to get all of these done. Okay, well, you guys work on yours and I'll work on mine, and I'll see you back here in just a few minutes. Well, a second for you, a few minutes for me. Alright, so I got all of the edges of all of them done, and you want to keep them in your pile separate, because it makes it a lot easier when you go to put the flower together if you just keep everything a little organized. Alright, and then what I also did was I have 3 different size flower petals over here, just whatever, you know, a medium, small, and really, really small flower petal. And this is going to be for the center of the flower. And you want to get a really thick, as thick as you could find, mulberry paper. I got mine on Etsy, but I know that they also have some on eBay, but make sure it says that it's ultra thick. Anyway, and the paper that I received was so incredibly thin. It was almost as thin as vellum is. So anyways, it didn't quite work for what I wanted it to. So anyway, I hope that helps save you guys some grief. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to you want to dip just the part where the ink is at. You don't want to go all the way down, and you don't want to put it all the way into the water. You just want to dip it and let the water absorb up into the petal. And when you do that, it gives it a really natural look, the way that the ink just gradiates down the petal. And I'm just holding the tip in the water till the flower petal gets absorbed. Okay. So I'm going to pause again, and you guys can go ahead and dip all your petals, and I'll see you back here when you're all done dipping your petals. Okay, so now we got them all done, and I'm going to take a paper towel, and I'm going to put it on there and just kind of soak up some of the extra water that's on them. Get them off my paper towel. Okay. Alrighty. And now what you want to do is you're going to take them and you're going to just kind of scrunch them up a little bit. Give them a good squeeze. And like that. And you're going to do this to every one of them. Just kind of do this little, just kind of a fold thing back and forth. Okay. And you're going to do this to every one of them. Just kind of, just like that. And I'll do another one here, show you up close what I'm doing. So I'm just taking them and just folding them kind of in and out, kind of like in a fan type fold. And that one's got a little tear in it, so I'm just going to kind of put it back into shape there a little bit. Okay, and one more here, I guess. So alright, so you're gonna do this to every one of them and then let them air dry, and I'll see you back as soon as we're done. Okay, I thought I'd come back to real quick and show you guys how to do the petals like this. And basically you're just going to do the same thing. You're just going to kind of fold them up and give them a squish on every one of the little petals. And then I'm going to do kind of the same thing, just give it a squish and then just kind of unfold it back again like that. And same thing with these little ones. So basically this will work with any flower punch or dies that you have. You can do the same technique, just do them like this. And you know, with every flower petal that you do that's different, your flower will turn out a little different too, you know. So anyway, and this little one here, I'm just gonna give the petals a little squeeze. Oh shoot, sorry, I was not on camera, was I? I'm just giving the little petals a squeeze is all I'm doing. Actually, I'm just gonna ball this little thing up, roll it around, and then unfold it. Now let's see, as long as I didn't do it so good that I can't get it undone. Yeah, I probably don't want to do that. At least not as tight as I did it anyways. Oh, jeez. Okay, but that works. Alrighty, so we're just going to let these air dry, and I will see you back as soon as they're dry. Okay, hey yo. Okay, so what I did was I cut a leaf. I used a flower punch to get the leaf shape. 1 second. Okay, I used this punch by EK Success, and I used the medium size one right here. And this is actually for making a flower, but I used it for leaf shape. Okay, so what I did was I punched that shape and then I folded it in half with the bumpy side of your mulberry paper on the top, but I folded it so that the bumpy side is still on the top. Okay, just to put that crease in it. And then I use my scissors and I barely make little tiny nicks in the sides of it. And just like that. Just little tiny nicks all the way up and down it on both sides. And I'm just going through, just getting in between my spots to get it, like, really get it done good. Okay. So I did that on both sides, and now I'm going to just take my fingernail and rough up this edge, okay, like that, and real quick on the other side. Just little tiny nicks. Oops, I did that one a little bit too far, but that's alright. So I got both sides nicked, and then I'm going to, and the color that I have here is olive green by Stampin' Up, and I'm going to run the ink pad on the inside fold And then I'm also going to run the sides with ink also. And then dip it in my water, the same that I did before for the leaf petals. Okay, and just dip it into the water on the edge and also on the spine. Okay, and then I'm gonna just set it down to dry. You could use your heat tool to dry these, and I went ahead and already did this one. And then after they're dry, then we're gonna rough the edges up one more time and then turn them the other direction, but I will show you that as soon as they are dry. Okay, I will pause this again and be back as soon as my leaves are dry. Okay, real quick too is after we get them wet, we want to go ahead and fold them in the direction. So you're going to fold them so that the line that you inked on the center is on the top of the leaf. So you're going to just go ahead and fold them back the other direction. Okay, and just kind of do that with them. And like this. Like that, just kind of pinch the sides, and then you're going to let them dry like that, and they'll dry in that shape. And if you have to, just go ahead and pinch that one end again a couple of times as needed to get it to stay that way. And you can go ahead and use your heat tool if you want to dry these, but honestly I think that they keep their shape better if you just let them alone and let them dry naturally. And you can see that these are all dry and they are nice and hard and ready to go. I still have all my sides separated, and had I thought about doing this before, these would have been dry too, but I kind of forgot what I was doing there for a minute. So anyways, I will see you guys back when these are dry. They should be dry probably, I would say, in about an hour. Alright, see you back in a few. Okay, my leaves are dry, so I'm just going to take my fingernail and rough up my edges a little bit. So now we're just going to start sticking our petals down, and I'm using a glue gun. Put a dab of glue on there and stick it down. Let me put this in the middle here a little bit better. Okay, so we got the first one, and we're putting the glue on the back side of the petal. Just do a dab right on the back, and now we're going to turn this and put this one right across from that one. Right. Okay, and then we're gonna do that one right there. That. There, aim those that way. Sorry, I was thinking I had 8 petals instead of 4, or 6, I mean. Okay, and that one goes in there. And that one goes in there. My glue gun is a really hot one, so my petals stay moving for a little bit there. Alright. Oops. Sorry, I just want to make sure my piece is not sticking to my paper towel, and it was. Alright. Okay, there we go. I'll scoot that back. Awesome. Alright, there we go. Now we're not going to have sticking problems. Okay. Alright, now we go to our next size. And we're just going to alter these, making sure that they go in between the other petals. Uh-oh, I lost the light somewhere. Hi, I am so sorry my camera died and I missed the end of the video. All I did was add the leaves, or the petals, from smallest to, or excuse me, from the largest starting at the bottom up to the smallest, and then added a crystal and glued the leaves on the bottom. But I want to thank you guys so much. I hope you liked this video, and I will talk to y'all next time. Bye.